Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this update is for the brand Chabaud. And this is Maison de Parfum Cedre Noble. So Cedre Noble as editor Parfum is targeted for men, and this one is retail for £150, but if you go to eBay UK right now, there's one seller selling them for very low prices, almost bargain, and they are under £20. So this one is definitely very masculine. There's no unisex about it whatsoever. This is just very uber masculine. This is very rugged, very manly, very gentlemanly, and it is quite on the classical side. It is on the old school perfumery as well, but overall it's done very well. It's very good perfume in here. It's a niche house and they do know what they're doing. And also the quality is good, especially for under £20. This is very good. It's a bargain. And in terms of performance, on my skin went over 8 hours. On t-shirt it goes over 10 hours. So it is not a beast mode, but it is very good. In terms of age, I would say 30 and up to be in the safe side, because this is definitely on the mature side. Definitely you need to like your classical mature fragrances. And in terms of season, this is again all year round, because it's got freshness to it, although it's quite dark and smoky, but it's got freshness to it. You can use it all year round. You can use it in warmer weather, less sprays; in cooler weather, more sprays. I put 5 sprays, and that was ample enough for me to smell myself. But if you want other people to notice you and smell you when you go outside, probably you need to go more, maybe up to 7 or 8 sprays, maybe a combination of t-shirt and skin together. So for a price, no brainer, yes, but again, this is not for everybody. This is definitely mature. This is definitely for very uber masculine men who like their fragrances very masculine. This is almost, there is no sweetness to it, so it's nothing to do with the modern fragrances. It's nothing to do with the today's perfumery, to the trendy perfumes. No, this is, it takes you back to the 70s and 80s. So let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. So in the top we have warm woods, black pepper, lavender and herbal notes. In the mid we have cardamom, pine needles, nutmeg and thyme. In the base we have smoky accords, cedar, woody notes, pine needles and sandalwood. Everything is mentioned in here. I get yes. So on top we got that black pepper and the lavender, giving it a quite aromatic feel. The aromatic is not the biggest player here, but it is quite noticeable. Black pepper definitely is giving it that fizzy feel, that peppery fizzy feel in the beginning, and also it's very herbal. So this one is very herbal. It's very green. It's very although it's a dark green, it's not a fresh green, okay? And definitely you notice those herbal elements like thyme, like pine needles, like lavender. These are all there to give that herbal aromatic feel. But the biggest player by far is the cedar, which says Cedre Noble. Yes, the biggest player by far is the cedar, and from beginning to end, almost majority of the time what you smell is the cedar. And the cedar in here is very smoky. It's very not very dark, but it's quite dark. It's very smoky. The smoke almost never subside. In the beginning, from the opening to the mid is very smoky, and from mid to the end the smokiness subsides a little bit, but it's always there. So you need to like your smoky fragrances. The smoke in here is very realistic. It's like a campfire. It's like you're in the wood and you're burning some wood. both my daughter and my wife, when they smelled it, I didn't say anything to them. I just smell it, and when they smelled it, they both told me things that is very, very interesting. My wife said it smells like burning grass. Yes, it smells like burning grass. And my daughter said this is, I can imagine what you smell a lumberjack will smell after cutting a wood, cutting a tree down. So you can tell where it's going. Yeah, so it's smoky, it's woody, it's grassy, it's green, and overall it's very well done, but again it's not for everybody's taste. Cardamom, yes, a little bit of spiciness in here. Pine needles, yes. Nutmeg is quite a big player here in the middle. The cardamom and nutmeg are the biggest player. From time to time I got something like leathery aspect to it. It gives me leathery, quite a rugged leather feel, but again it's not a biggest player. It just comes up and say hello and goes back. From time to time I get some nutty feel, which is come from nutmeg obviously, but it's a little bit more than just nutmeg. It's like a hazelnut but without the sweetness. And from time to time I get a little bit of petroleum feel to it. I don't know where does that come from, because there's no violet in here, but it could be the lavender giving it that little bit of medicinal petroleum. And also from time to time I get an aspect to it which is medicinal, herbal, clinical feel to it as well. So it is quite a complex fragrance overall, but it is one dimensional in that term, that is quite green, dark, smoky, woody, herbal, grassy, leafy. All these things is just in making it quite one dimensional. So you can imagine there is no you know, anything here to counterbalance those heavy green notes like maybe florals. There is no florals mentioned, and I can't smell any florals. And also there is no sweetness from anything like fruits or even citruses. There is no even citrus in here. So it is quite dry, and also it is the sweetness is almost non-existent. And the cedar obviously is the biggest player from beginning to end. You always smell cedar, and cedar here is quite smoky. It's quite obviously woody, smoky, earthy. As I said, time to time leathery feel to it, time to time petroleum feel to it, time to time clinical feel to it, time to time herbal feel to it. So it's quite multifaceted, but again it's one dimensional, and this all green. The pine needles, again similar story here, and the sandalwood's making it quite rounded and smooth, and it goes very well with the cedar here. So overall very well done, but again you need to like your smoky fragrances. It's quite smoky. From 0 to 10, 10 being the smokiest, this is around 6 to 7, at least in the beginning. Later on maybe it subsides to 5 in terms of smokiness, but it's always there. So if you like your smoky fragrances, if you like your rugged fragrances, if you like your fragrances that makes you feel very masculine, uber masculine, this is very good. Not everybody's taste though, so you need to know what you're buying. There are some similarities between this and Bentley Absolute, Bentley for Men Absolute, the dark bottle, the black bottle. Some similarities. The cedar here very similar to that cedar, but that one is a little bit sweeter, and also it's got more stuff to it than this one. It's got some fruity aspect, some floral aspect, but here the fruity and the floral aspect is missing. But the cedar, similar cedar to what you get in Bentley for Men Absolute, the black bottle. But obviously this is better performer than that one. That one is around maybe 4 to 5 hours in terms of performance. This is around 8 hours plus, so this is a better composition, better perfumery, and also not better perfumery but better quality of ingredients, and also in terms of longevity is better, and under £20 is a bargain if you can find it for that price, because majority of the places I think this one is quite expensive. You will need to pay, you know, at least maybe half the retail price, which is retail is for £150. Okay guys, so that was the story of this bad boy. This is Chabaud Cedre Noble. I highly recommend it, but for those people who like these kind of fragrances, I highly enjoyed it. The wifey and my daughter didn't, I mean, not they didn't like it, they didn't care for it that much. They said, no, it's okay, it's a smoky, grassy, smoky, grassy perfume. My daughter said lumberjack after cutting a tree down and all these things. So they went blown away, but I think it's very, very well done. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think it's worth every penny if you can find it for that good price. Under £20 a bargain, but if you can find it even under £50, this is very, very well done, and it's very, very good. Okay guys, thank you very much as always. Don't forget to hit those buttons to help me, encourage me, motivate me, and to make this channel go a long way. Thank you very much for your support. Subscribe, comment, like, share this video with others. All these things will help this channel, and I appreciate that very much. If you want to buy one of my own fragrances that are out of this world, they are super artistic, ultra beast mode, amazing value for money, 100% natural, but you need to live in our kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave the links in there as well. If you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.